DJ and PK got the question up here. Oh, it's timely as the headlines, PK. BYU gets a commitment from a G League center. Abdullah Ahmed, age 22. He's going to have 2 years of eligibility. What's going on with college sports? Who are you, and what have you done with college sports?
Now, this is zero criticism on BYU. They're just playing by the rules.
Aaron, it's called winning, PK.
This is crazy, man. He's been in the G League.
I know. It's a brand new world, man. And I was at the Jazz game last night. I was talking to Tim Lacombe, who does the Jazz pre-half and post, and obviously he's on Dave Rose's staff and recruited guys for years, and he worked for Rick Majerus for that. And I'm like, why weren't you ever smart enough to get a G League player? What were you doing in the high school gyms with 16 and 17-year-old prospects? What are you thinking? He's like, yeah, I really missed the boat.
That wasn't allowed.
It wasn't allowed.
And is Cody Williams going to go back to Colorado for another year?
Yeah, I would if I were him. Why not? get some good NIL.
This is crazy, man. I don't understand it. And you've got NCAA basketball coaches calling it out.
Yep. But it's like when I was talking with Tim, I said, well, you better do it because if you don't, someone else is, and that guy's going to beat you, and then you're going to have to answer for it, and you'll get fired.
If the kid's good enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe I was told that he was there on Saturday, and I know there were recruits there. I think it was him, maybe not. But then he signs, and then he'll have two. And how do they determine 2 years?
I have no.
3 or 1.
I can't explain this to you. I don't know what the rules are. I'm not aware there are any rules. I guess there must be some rules because he doesn't have 3 or 4 years of eligibility.
Right.
But I don't. I don't know.
So now you're going to see college coaches at G League games?
Sure, why not? What is the point? I mean, you see Santa Barbara and schools at that level just feel like they feel like a JC program. You're going to bring in the kids, you're going to play them, and then whoever looks good will go off to the Mountain West or the Pac-12, and if they're really good, they'll go off to the Big 12, I guess. And if they're just, a couple inches too short and a step too slow, they can play there 3 or 4 years.
The Big West was never in it to win it.
No, but those 4-year schools are JCs. They're just the Big Sky, the Big West. It's all stratified and just.
But how was that? How is that any different? Does that? It's like we talked to Phillips at UVU. He didn't bat an eyelash. His whole team was gutted by transfers. Yeah, so we'll just go get. This is the way it works. So we're not going to worry about it.
And UVU's in the Big West starting next year. Right. So yeah,
every time we have him on, we think Todd. This sucks. So he just blows it off. No. He just goes right around.
And the great story he gave us about a friend, a person he described as a friend, calling saying, hey, I'm not trying to do this, but everybody else is, so I better let you know. So I got to ask you, how good is this player? And he's like, it's 5 games. I don't know. Ask me after 15 games.
I think everybody just rolls with it.
Yeah, they have to. Or they get out, as we've seen a lot of coaches do. They go, I see where this is going. I don't want any part of it. And
older fellows who their time was short anyway. So maybe that expedited it. But now everyone who's going into it knows full well.
What they're going to sign up for.
Talks about that. Hey, I got into it. These are the rules. So
it's a Godfather line.
They're not.
This is the business we chose.
They're not complaining about it.
David says it's no longer college sports. Don't let them fool you. It's 100% professional.
That's the silver lining. Is because I always claimed after being on the inside of it as a beat writer.
Holy cow! There's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's like David Smoke just said.
Right.
Yeah, why should Texas Tech apologize for spending a lot of money? Has that not been happening in the SEC for 50 years?
And we all knew it was. I was a beat writer for 15, 20 years. And the stuff that I was exposed to, yeah, okay. And everybody knew it, but you didn't waste time running around trying to bust the other guy because they were doing it. I told you, I had a coach in the Mountain West call me and acknowledging that he was going to do something that you weren't supposed to do, and he walks into the gym and sees another coach doing it.
And someone told you about that, but I got to imagine that happened hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times.
And he just rolled with it. Yeah. And he didn't go. He called me because I covered the guy, and he thought I'd get a chuckle out of it.
Yeah.
Right? And we both laughed. And that kid that they went and saw ended up playing in the NBA for at least 8, 9, maybe 10, 11 years. I'd have to go look it up. And he was worth the opportunity to go. But what are these rules? And he went in there. The guy wanted to work him out a little bit to decide if he wanted to recruit him, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there are no rules. We have Bronco Mendenhall on Monday telling us the Phantom hotline you're supposed to call.
That was awesome. If you didn't hear Bronco Monday on this, you got to go listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Right. And
KSLSports.com, YouTube, Apple, whatever.
He's pushing 60 years old. He's seen so much. He doesn't care. He's going to speak the truth as he sees it. So telling it like it is. And it's true. There are no rules on this tampering. Oh, my gosh. BYU contacted a Utah player. Yeah, so what?
Yeah. And players are going back and forth between those two schools, and that's just going to keep happening.
And nobody contacted Dampier? You just thought, boy, I'm going to sit by my phone, and once I put my name in the portal, maybe they'll call. I mean, come on. The rules, just do away with the rules. The rules are silly. Players
are getting contacted on the field, shaking hands. The sportsmanship moment at the end of games is recruiting.
BYU told me that with Algier. They literally told me out on the field. He got an offer.
Hey, we'd love to have you here. I'm going to the NFL.
Yeah, and he said, well, thanks, but I'm actually going to put my name in the draft. No. All right, well, good luck.
Next. What about him? I talked to him. He's going to the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, he's an NFL back. Obviously.
Oh, yeah, multiple years.
Yeah. And so away he went. And, but this is the good thing is now it's all out in the open more. Not all, but the most of it. And I was talking with somebody yesterday. I said, no matter what rule they put in, they're going to either just blatantly ignore it or find loopholes within the rule.
100%. No sooner is the rule written than the search for the loophole begins.
Yeah. And why is it? The pressure to win
is enormous.
Is so great to where a guy like James Franklin gets fired, and he was in the playoff last year, and he's fired in October.
3-game
I don't even know
streak.
if you're even into the point of halfway through the season.
He didn't, Do you get half a season?
And he had a 3-game losing streak. Oh, my gosh.
That's it. But they invested the big money, and they want to win, and they want to win now. And if they're not, now we'll see if that pays off over time or if slow and steady wins the race. Get the right person, and then start getting the money. So, some people have it. It may take a while for other people to find the people who will write the checks. Maybe you have to wait for your grad to make the money. Maybe we'll look back at that over time after 20 years of this.
In terms of what?
Well, that there's somebody right now who's willing to write a check for School X, but they can't because their company hasn't hit it big. But their company hits it big. In 7 years, 8 years, they got the money, and then they write the check.
To your point, that's what they talk about with like UCF. UCF has they're relatively young in terms of their school, and they have 70,000 students.
Somebody's going to hit it big.
Give them 2 or 3 decades, and suddenly UCF should be having some donors.
Someone's going to start some company and crush it.
Everybody who's employed now will not be employed in that school in 2 or 3 decades. So,
the pressure is on.
And that's
now.
why, what's his face? The Nebraska guy who went back to UCF.
Scott Frost.
I was thinking of Foster, and I knew that wasn't it. He's out there saying that these rules and the way it is, I don't like the way it is. Well, you don't hear McGuire saying I don't like the way it is. Or down there in Lubbock, he loves the way it is.
But Kyle's had multiple chances, and he's very careful not to say that, to just say, well, this is the way it is.
Well, he's never going to complain.
Right. This is the way it is.
He refuses to complain because he, rightly so to a lot of people, views complaining as excuse making. And once you start going down the road of excuse making,
you're not problem solving.
Yeah.
And you need to problem solve.
Then you're putting out the message when he's the top dog in the program. So he doesn't want to put out the message, hey, we got an excuse why we're not winning. So it's not really our fault. So don't worry about it. And then, so what's the point of going that extra bit to make sure you're working out whether it's whatever form of training that you're doing when there's no cameras on. And that, especially in football, the training is what's going to lead to success out on the field. So he doesn't even want to broach that. Nope. He'll tell it like it is, but it's not a form of complaint. When he even said that a few weeks back.
I know. That's what I'm thinking of. Yes.
Texas Tech, when I asked him, well, yeah, we're already seeing it. And I'm not complaining. Congratulations to them.
Yep.
That's why I think Tech doing what it's doing
could raise the bar for other people.
Sets the standard. And so coaches can go into and they're aligned, I believe, with the AD because the ADs already know it. I already told you that somebody not this past summer, the summer before, told me that we lost a Punch and Judy infielder to an SEC team, and where he knew he wasn't going to start, but he was going to get double his money to play as an insurance to injury. And here he was starting for our team. This guy laid it out for me. Gave me the kid's name, gave me this. Obviously, I knew the school he was at and the school where he was going. He just said, and he wasn't complaining either. He's just saying, this is what it costs. This is what it is.
This is what it costs to win at that level.
And he didn't talk about a premier football player. He was making a point. This was a middle infield, decent. He called Punch and Judy hitter, which is not banging the ball over the fence.
No.
It's not Cal Raleigh here. And he's a nice player.
Slapping it to the opposite field.
And he's playing, and he's going to go to another school and provide them with depth. And he's going to get double his money in the SEC.
And that is exactly what Bronco was talking about, though. As people move up and down, yeah, you get the money, but you're trading in the playing time in all probability.
It could be, yeah.
Right.
But you got the money.
The coaches have charted this. And
if you're not going to the you're not going to play in the minor leagues to get drafted, then why not? You got to get the money now because you're not going to get it later.
Right. And that's why. But the coaches have got to, depending on where you are, you got to come up with your best pitch. And that's why Bronco now twice has brought up, Miles Davis is getting more carries at Utah State than he got at BYU. So now he's got more film to show NFL people because that's the best case for Bronco to make.
Right. If that's what you have to your advantage, sell it.
Yes, exactly. All right, DJ and PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Coming up at 9:30, more on this topic. We got an agent, trained, practicing, right in the middle of it all. Carter Chow, NFLPA certified contract advisor for Red Envelope Sports, will join us. We'll talk about some of these changes and how he's seeing things change. Carter Chow, that name sounds familiar, PK.
Well, it does. Obviously, he's Norm's son, and he played ball here and all that stuff.
He's coming up at 9:30. DJ and PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.